The tale commences as an individual addresses a gathered crowd, declaring that the awaited moment has arrived and enlisting their collective participation in a countdown from 5 seconds. As the countdown ensues, a man enveloped in a blue aura and clad in a hoodie quivers, gazing at his trembling hands, muttering that he has returned to a time before he became ensnared in this accursed game. He reveals that he had reached the 20th round and harbors a desire to halt time if possible. A display indicates that the rune of regression has been exhausted, its use is depleted at 100 out of 100. With a resolute gaze, the man asserts that since this is his final opportunity, he is determined to conclude this game. To achieve this, he must assemble 4 companions for the ultimate round, pondering aloud who among them would be suitable, as he removes his hood and fixes his gaze upon a particular individual. Several minutes earlier, a man sporting a smug expression stands amidst his friends, who excitedly chatter about impending adulthood. Another individual in their midst questions whether they still need to maintain pretenses, to which the reply is an enthusiastic negation. Donned in a black jacket, one of the group muses aloud about post-graduation plans, entertaining the idea of becoming a delivery man. Glancing back, he queries Yeomin about his aspirations, prompting Yeomin to respond with a smug smile, stating his intention to become a gangster, as if it hadn't been previously discussed. His companions react with disbelief and concern, cautioning him about the potential dire consequences. When questioned about the seriousness of his statement, Yeomin retorts that life is fleeting, and he simply desires to live it on his own terms, consequences notwithstanding. Privately, his friends contemplate cutting ties with him after graduation, deeming him reckless and derogatorily labeling him a retard. The man in the black jacket queries Yeomin about the fate of his personal shuttles upon graduation, referring to the MC. Yeomin retorts that he can't let go of that bastard even after graduating. One of his friends sarcastically comments on the situation, suggesting that the MC probably assumed everything would conclude after graduation. With a malicious grin, Yeomin counters, implying that it's far from over and that he intends to keep playing with the MC as long as possible. As the group focuses their attention on the MC, someone initiates a countdown from 5. Yeomin, with a smug expression, locks eyes with the MC, who responds with a cold, determined gaze, irritating Yeomin. He questions the MC's unusual demeanor, but the countdown ends with the crowd cheering for the new year. Yeomin, visibly agitated, demands to know why the MC is glaring at him, while a friend advises him to let it go, reminding him it's the first day of the new year. Another friend reassures him that there will be other opportunities for revenge. Eventually, Yeomin decides to postpone his retaliation for the day. The group celebrates, remarking on their newfound adulthood and exchanging New Year's greetings. Amidst their conversation, a voice interrupts, observing the fascination of humans celebrating the new year without understanding their circumstances. Confused, Yeomin asks if one of his friends made the comment, but they nervously deny it. Suddenly, an angel appears, commenting on the spectacle of humans behaving like ignorant monkeys in a cage. Some speculate on the nature of the angel, while others suggest it might be part of a New Year's event on TV. One individual, near the MC, expresses a chilling realization that if someone were to claim this scenario as real hell, they would believe it. While the others are captivated by the angel's beauty, the MC looks up, expecting her appearance and silently expressing his enduring disdain, despite having endured this cycle 99 times before. The angel chuckles derisively, likening humans to mere trash and scoffing at their infatuation with her appearance. She bluntly declares that it's best if they refrain from entertaining useless thoughts because she has no interest in associating with what she perceives as inferior beings. Leaning down toward the crowd, she rests her chin on her palm, asserting her certainty that they can all hear her, given their stunned reactions. A man in the crowd, looking up at the angel, incredulously questions her identity, wondering if she's merely a cosplaying enthusiast, and demands an explanation for her ramblings. Meanwhile, the MC, observing the unfolding events, expresses disappointment at the situation. The angel, her smile vanishing, directs a glare at the man with a crimson eye, finding his persistence annoying. In a swift motion, the man's head is obliterated, blood splattering in all directions, sending shockwaves through the onlookers who scream and flee in terror. Enraged by the man's insolence, the angel points accusingly at the crowd, questioning how a lowly human dared to speak so informally to her divine presence. Switching her tone, she asserts her authority, warning the crowd against arrogance if they wish to avoid meeting a similar fate. Spreading her wings above the trembling crowd, she demands their attention, insisting that they listen carefully as she prepares to elucidate the unfolding events. The MC, having heard the angel's explanation countless times before, is now bored with the repetition. As the angel continues her discourse, she announces the commencement of a game, 20 rounds, taking place on the 1st of every month, wherein participants' souls will be transported to a new dimension to undertake quests. Completing these quests earns rewards and the chance to return to the real world. Amidst the confusion of the crowd, questions linger in their minds. Will completing the quests ensure their survival? In response, the angel coldly states that even quest completion won't guarantee survival, as she intends to spare only half of the participants, based on their order of completion. She reassures them that only individuals aged 15 to 29 will be involved, prompting relief from those outside the specified age range, much to the chagrin of the younger participants. The angel reveals the staggering number of participants, 1,801,029,290, before instructing them to prepare for soul transfer by shaping their bodies in their individual spaces. Participants are allowed to customize their appearance, with the caveat that this opportunity is their only chance, urging them to choose wisely. In his own space, the MC, known as Black Scythe, opts for familiarity, maintaining his appearance from previous rounds. As he's transported into the game world for the 100th time, he reflects on the sense of ownership he feels over his appearance, unchanged since the 12th iteration. Meanwhile, other participants join, astonished by their avatar's appearance, uncertain if their designs will translate accurately. Unfazed, the MC remarks on their vanity, warning that conspicuous appearances make one an easier target in a world where the strong prey on the weak, emphasizing the grim consequence: death in the game means death in reality. As expected, Gwang Yo-min arrives, showcasing his buffed-up avatar, drawing a nonchalant response from the MC. The angel appears, noting the participants' approval of their new avatars, albeit with expressions of fear, which she begrudgingly admits amuses her. She identifies the participants from Seoul, totaling 1,802,910 individuals, before growing impatient with their questions, asserting that there are other spaces managed by different angels conducting their own rounds. Calming herself, the angel proceeds with an official announcement, instructing the participants to mentally invoke their status window. They comply, including the MC, revealing his real name as Ryumin and his nickname as Black Scythe, a revelation that leaves him disheartened. The angel elaborates, reminding them that their current stats are inadequate, likening them to trash in gaming terms. Encouraging them to become stronger, she outlines the stakes: survival through 20 rounds grants freedom from the game and the fulfillment of a wish. Smirking, she reveals a gift for the first-place finisher. Yo-min, intrigued, accesses his inventory, discovering a random rune. The angel explains its single-use nature, clarifying that it can only be activated at level 1 and is the sole item granted at the game's outset. Detailing its usage, she instructs the participants to hold the rune and mentally command its activation. Judging the participants' discontent, the angel reiterates the inevitability of their circumstances, emphasizing the role of luck in their outcomes. With a snap of her fingers, she transitions the focus to the main event, a glowing window materializing before them, detailing their quest to vanquish 100 goblins each. As the goblins materialize, participants remark on the game-like quality of the survival challenge. Expanding her wings, the angel cautions against premature excitement, revealing that more goblins are yet to be summoned. Shocked by the overwhelming numbers, the participants are met with the angel's meticulous smile as she announces a showdown, 10,000 humans against 50,000 goblins. As chaos ensues and goblins charge, panic spreads among the participants. Amidst the turmoil, the MC steps forward, defying expectations. Bewildered, one participant questions his actions, expressing concern for his safety. Ignoring the warnings, the MC charges into the fray, unleashing a swift and decisive attack, sending a goblin hurtling through the air with a powerful kick to the head.